Hey guys, happy Saturday. I thought that I would record this video. I needed to do something quick for a project that I'm working on. And so, I should have left one open. And I hope you guys can see this. Let's just see if I can. Okay. So I printed these old check stubs or whatever the heck they may be for a project that I'm working on, and I use this paper that was really it's really kind of old, like newspaper print kind of. And so if you see the beautiful colors, but it's kind of like washed out kind of and not really vivid, but the colors are beautiful. Like that aqua color is beautiful. So I've tried this a couple times and it usually works. So I figured that I would share. I'm sure everybody else is doing it, but for those of you who don't know, you can make like a little bit more depth. So you can do this with paper anyway. Okay, so I have two of them. And so what I do is I just take I have an old candle that I have designated for this. You could probably do paraffin wax. That's probably what it is. I don't know anyway. And I just grate it into this fine like stuff. And I usually use the baking sheets. The non-stick, I can't even remember what it's called, but I didn't have any. So I'm gonna try it with freezer paper, but this here stuff is coated on one side. So I don't want it to stick to my iron. So, and then of course it has the rolls. You have to deal with the rolls. It's gonna make a mess, I know it. So just take it and make a fine little, try to coat it, a fine little coating. Heat up your iron. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sandwich it between. If you don't get it perfect, you can always go back and add some of the wax. Let's see how much. Get this out of the way so it doesn't melt. And I'll put that in a bag. Okay. Let's see. And then, I've never done it with freezer paper, and this is coated, remember? Oh yeah. So then we just want to run it over. Whatever you want to melt there, and then it's coming through now. There. Having said that, if you use the freezer, or not the parchment paper, that non-stick stuff, you wouldn't get this all over your oh dear, I've got it everywhere. You wouldn't get it on your iron. So my iron is smoking. So let's get that off as quick as we can. Because when I do fabric, that's probably gonna go on the fabric. Okay. So that worked really well, even though it's really stuck to my counter now. So let's open it up and see if there's any spots that we missed. Okay, so just bear in mind that there was already kind of a wax coating. Okay, and I don't like how it turned out because there was a wax coating already on. Well, let's see. There was a wax coating already on before I put the wax. Nope. So this is a fail. Oh. Ouch. Yeah, so now it's really stuck. No, this one. It's really stuck to this freezer paper. So I'm actually gonna have to dig it the right stuff out. This isn't okay. This is not, no, it's ripping because it's stuck to the bottom as well. Okay, so I mean, not really, and you can see it went from, let me just grab a piece of the paper. Okay, so it went from this kind of paper, this old kind of, it's like a newsprint, but not grayish. And then once you put the wax on it, it kind of makes it like translucent. So this one would have worked really perfect if it wouldn't have got stuck to the bottom of that freezer paper and it's sticking to the bottom and then ripping it, because I need it in one piece. So I will keep that because I can use like this section out of it. But this one here this one's really stuck to this one's really stuck. Maybe I needed to leave it dry a little bit. There we go. So that, yeah. If I would have left it, it probably would have come off. And this one might be usable for me because I think I'm gonna put something over this. So if you use that paper, oh my goodness. I don't know what it's called. It's like totally left my brain. If you use that paper, it works really well. So you just have to, yeah. Hey guys, so this morning I wanted to make these things a little bit more, the color a little bit more vivid and give it a little bit more of a dimension kind of for texture instead of having it this flat kind of piece of paper. And so I did it, but I used freezer paper and it was coated on wax on one side, so it really had double the wax. But I was thinking, I forgot to say that if, let's see, that's coming right, it's coming right through, and it's going on my oven, or my iron. So I forgot to say that I keep this stuff. When I'm done my project of using it, I keep it. Not so much on this side. You could, I guess. If you put it on another sheet of paper, I think. Let's just see what happens. Because there's so much wax on it. Does that absorb some of the wax? It kind of, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And then it evens it out. So once this, dries, or you even out, you can see all of the extra wax here. You can make these into glassine bags. And awesome little envelopes. You can use them for backing for tags. There's all kinds of fun stuff that you can do with it. I never throw this out. So anytime see there, it's because it's freezer paper with wax already on it. It is, oh yeah, oh, that's working well. You guys can see that. So this is the over amount of wax because I put more wax from the candle on it, and maybe I didn't need to do that. This was my first time just using the freezer paper as, a barrier so it wouldn't get on my arm. But that has, you can tell the difference between this side here with all of the clumps of wax, and then it's kind of evened out. This here side is beautiful. You can use that in a page of your journal. You can make envelopes out of them, backings for tags, like I said. It is, there's some beautiful dimension. And you know what I just thought is, if you printed on this side and then used your iron, that would make it, oh yeah, see, look at that. It's really evening out. Oh yeah, yep. And then there's the difference. You could really make something pretty with that if you run that through the printer first. Not on the wax side, but the other side. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep melting that wax so it's more uniform, see? And then I will use this. I won't throw it away. And that actually might be something that I won't even need. I may not even need to use the graded candle because there's already wax on it. And that worked out well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I am going to try, I will be back because I'm going to try to run it through the computer or the printer and then come back and I'll show you guys what happens when I do that. All right, guys, don't throw your freezer paper, and if you get it really cheap, it's great stuff to use. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I just printed on freezer paper. So this is kind of what I'm working with here, freezer paper coated with wax. So all I did was run it through my printer. It got folded, so you just have to make sure that it really is flat. And I printed it on, so there's the wax side. This is the kind of rough craft paper looking side. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to try it like this, see if the wax comes right straight through. I have a feeling it's going to. Let's see. And we just want to wax, or not wax, we just want to iron over the image. And I've not done this before, so I'm just not with the freezer paper. I just want to see. Yeah, so there's where I set my iron down. And so it is taking that wax off the back and pushing it right straight through to this paper. So you may have to hold it. You may have to hold it for a while to let it really melt the back of it. And I should have something more down underneath this because the wax is on that side. It may go through. So some layers of newspapers, or you know, that stuff that I can't remember what the frig the name is. Bacon paper. It's like bacon paper. But there's another name for it and I can't friggin' remember. Old iron. I only ever use it to craft with. It's so funny. What the heck do I got? I got this on silk. Okay, that's why it's not really heating up. Okay, now we're gonna see the magic happen. Oh yeah. So I'm sure everybody else has done this. This is so funny. But I haven't. Oh yeah, that's working now. Oh, it's going right straight through. So you wouldn't even need to grate that wax. Okay. Oh, it smells good. So remember, I printed it on this side, but the wax was on that side, and it kind of brought it, it pulled it through, and it gave it, the texture changed from that craft paper to, the texture is like a soft, waxy kind of feel on there. But guys, wouldn't that be great for glassine, like making your own glassine bags? Or even pages of journals, envelopes. I love it. Okay, so I found something new that I'm gonna be doing. Too funny. And like I said, usually I use the wax, the grated wax, and I put it over my paper and then sandwich it between two pieces and iron it out. But if you guys got an overabundance of this freezer wax paper, I mean, you're killing two birds with one stone, and I absolutely love it. So I hope this helps, and it really puts like a nice dimension and a nice feel. And what a great way to make your homemade glassine bags. I love it. All right, guys, try it out. I love it. I'll be making lots of them. So I hope you guys try it, and thanks for watching. Bye.